Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, site of the 1996 Olympic Games, Center Park Stadium, and home to the Georgia State Panthers, and we have been feeling the excitement for this one all week. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Texas State Bobcats taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Georgia State Panthers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. And he's going to bring this one out. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. He'll bring it out. It's Walker.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. Looking for a man. It's Stanley. They'll run the screen. And a 9-yard gain on... Georgia State. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Now on first down from the 30. Wants to throw on first down. Scrambling away. He'll get rid of it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. All right, guys, let's chat about Georgia State. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who was very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
Here's a heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. How frustrating for an offense to not only see the extra defensive back with the dime package, but still have their quarterback get hit.
Yeah, when you go down, this is a passing situation. And if you're a defensive lineman, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm not playing the slightest bit of run. I don't care if they run the football. I'm getting to the quarterback. Nice job understanding that, rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Bobcats have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Handoff to the lone back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. The play action fake. He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Sparks. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
That's a nice play by the defense. You're trailing early in the game. They've got the ball on your side of the field, so you force the incompletion on 3rd down.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Walker. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Going right to work up top. Got a man. It's Reynolds. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Now he's be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Hard running there. Oh, he got loose. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
The run to the right. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pressure coming. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Sparks. Trying to beat the D deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Bobcats. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Walker. And he is brought down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Let's go. Right. Double.
Wide receiver comes in motion. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Looking to scramble. Gets rid of it. The sure hands, it's Robinson. And they'll knock him down.
Well, that's not the way this quarterback wanted to go. Obviously, when you're left-handed, you don't want to be going to your right, but a nice job using his fundamentals, getting his body turned around to help him make an accurate throw.
Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. This is just what they wanted, a quick start, a 17-0 lead, and now they have the ball back. Off-play action on first down. Looking deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Sparks. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. It'll be third and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started.
Georgia State, 0.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia State.
First play of the period, first down here.
Single. Ready.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Runs through a tackle. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
From the gun, running back gets the give. And I think they'll give him 2 on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Georgia State jumps back to the line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback keeper. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia State.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Sparks. Grabbed in the middle, it's Penn. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Still on his feet at the 45. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Bobcats getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. Turning it on. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And the Bobcats look to keep this drive humming. Just keep slinging it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And some room to work. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. snap to the back.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on third down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Sends it back in motion. To throw, it's Sparks. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, Bobcats! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. Memphis has been hanging in there, but they can't afford any more miscues. They have to seize the moment. They're up by 10 over Memphis. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Another incompletion on third down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense did a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about this.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He's got him this time. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Looking to the big tight end. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And that's just a ball he has to catch. As a tight end, you know you're going to be working the middle of the field all game long. And when you have opportunities like that, man, you got to make them count.
Snagged in the middle. It's McGee. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you could just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And he had just enough to will that one home. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical.
There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Line getting set on 2nd down. Right back to the well. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Oh, It's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception. You turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Finds some fresh air. Breaks into the open. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State.
Texas State. Number 10 with the carry.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. The Panthers pick up the first down.
How's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, fourth down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on second and long. Dropping back, it's Stanley. With the catch, it's Robinson. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side and present a nice target for the quarterback.
Fakes the grab. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. The Panthers have their offense in high gear.
Well, not down in distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting... his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Fires to the big fella. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Pulls it in. It's McGee. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Stanley. Fires to the right. He's got it. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Touchdown, Panthers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the accurate the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. Makes a man miss. Getting that push. They pick up a 4 out to the 26.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered.
Georgia State, 17.
They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Sparks. Buys a little time. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Penn. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Browning. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Bobcats are rolling down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Fires on the move. He's got an open man. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And the Bobcats want to crank the tempo. On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas State. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. The home team is just destroying the competition today, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. The away team has done nothing to stop this offense. This is ugly today. They're up by 27 over Memphis. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Running to Green. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Complete downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Nice move there. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Lining up in the wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back has it. Here comes the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
And the offense is out on the field with a 1st and goal. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Panthers. Fit it in the window for the score.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
The AT unit on the field. Splits those uprights right in half. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. They are set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll return it. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Snap to the back. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Looking to pass. It's Sparks. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. Turning it on. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Got it in the middle, it's Penn. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Catch in the middle, it's Penn. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Wide receiver going in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Reddick. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bobcats. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Georgia State, 24.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield at Stanley. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Makes the catch down the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one. The tackle is finally made. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
You know, tight ends are such mad. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Finds space on the right. Touchdown, Georgia State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he added the extra point. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Quarterback takes a knee. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. And that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.